My name is Dr. Lisa Giacomo. You can call me Dr. Lisa, Dr. G, or Dr. Giacomo. The picture on the right is my family and I getting ready for a Saturday morning jog. We love to stay active and be outside. The picture on the right is of me traveling in Petra, Jordan. We love to travel as well. I graduated with a PhD in December of 2012 from ASU, Arizona State University. I've been here in the OPWL department since August of 2015. Before graduation and until I started at Boise State University, I worked as an ID or a PI specialist. A lot of the work was in e-learning design. Before I landed in Boise, I lived in Oxford, UK, and worked from home as an instructional designer for a college in New York State, taught as an adjunct instructor online at George Mason University, and worked as a training design consultant at a charity in Oxford, UK called Oxfam GB. In my current role as an assistant professor, I'm responsible to teach 2 courses each fall and each spring, the summer is optional, supervise OPWL students' independent study credit, supervise OPWL students' internship credit, contribute to a $1 million NSF grant award as a co-primary investigator, publish at least twice a year. It can take 1 to 3 years for something to get published. Currently, I'm working on 1 article on mentoring in the workplace for PIQ, 1 article on cross-cultural instructional design for PIQ, 1 article on cross-cultural interviewing for PIJ, 1 article on models and frameworks used by IDs and PIs for PIQ, 1 article on models and frameworks used in needs assessment for PIJ, and a book chapter on an NGO consortium instructional design ECHO grant-funded project. This is my dream job, but it took a lot to get here. I want to grow experience in more grants, more Tier 1 journal article publications, and earn global recognition of empirical OPWL research in my areas, which are cross-cultural ID, big data mentoring, and blended in e-learning. I work at Boise State University in the OPWL department because I love the department, my job, and my life in Boise. I'm originally from a small town in Leroy, New York, which is an upstate rural western New York between Rochester and Buffalo. I also lived in France for a year as a 16-year-old junior high school student hosted by a French family who lived in the Basque Country. I lived in Albany, New York for 12 years to complete both my bachelor's and master's degrees at SUNY Albany and further develop my career. There I worked at the Albany YMCA as the aquatic director, as well as at a community college after graduation. While working at the community college, I decided to pursue a PhD and moved to Tempe, Arizona for 6 years. There I discovered that people formally study corporate education, training, and instructional design. In Arizona, I worked as an ID and evaluation professional for a variety of organizations while I completed my PhD, and then there for a bit after too. The most challenging cognitive learning experience I went through during my journey was in a PhD program at ASU. I learned what it was like to learn and be the first one in your family to get a PhD, which must be kind of like being the first person to get a bachelor's or a master's degree in a family. I learned how to learn and how to take complete responsibility for my learning. There was no syllabus, there was rarely one correct answer, but more than always, there were more possibilities than one could imagine, and each with different strengths and weaknesses. The most challenging physical learning experience I went through was teaching my body to run a half marathon. We got inspired by a couple we met in Peru while hiking 5 days to Machu Picchu. They were retired in their mid-60s and started running in their 40s, and now travel the world to run marathons and hike long distances. From 666 experiences, I learned that I am strong. I can learn or do anything that I want to learn or do. I learned that despite my physical handicaps and mental weaknesses, there are always ways to support myself and achieve any goal that I set my mind to accomplish. Lastly, I learned that I can help anyone else who sets their mind to accomplish similar goals that I have achieved. I believe it takes a world of perspective to ensure that we can accomplish all that we need to accomplish. I know certainly that I had to take a lot of new perspective before I was ready to be here with you this semester, and that there is more to learn too. We need theory and practice to be connected and informed by people who have had a very wide variety of experiences and cultural backgrounds that differ from our own. One perspective's not enough to build what we all need. We need each other in ways sometimes we don't even know we need. I'm here to help you achieve your learning goals. So if there's anything I can do to support your learning, please let me know. I also strive to provide you a challenging opportunity to work towards your dreams in a positive learning environment. I believe online learning is challenging but achievable. In the past, I would have said that I love all food, but most recently, after having my son, I've grown greater empathy for dairy cows and all animals in the husbandry business. Therefore, we're taking small steps towards a plant-based vegan lifestyle.